Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do some easy modifications for simple yoga postures. So begin in a seat on your mat with your knees together, sitting up tall. You can also feel free to open out your knees here if that's comfortable. Inhale, big breath in, reaching your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, lower all the way down to a child's pose, resting your forehead on the mat. Now, a good modification for child's pose is you can simply take a block and place it underneath your forehead if you feel you can't reach the ground or if it's a bit of a struggle. You can also come up on your knees as much as comfortable as well, placing a block anywhere you feel you need support. Now just take a minute here to breathe. On your next inhale, come up into a tabletop position. And we're just going to begin by simply rolling in one direction, rolling out the hips here and the shoulders. Reverse the circle, rolling out in the other direction now. Just take as much movement as feels comfortable here. Inhale, return back to center to a tabletop position, and begin by taking some cat-cow. So inhale, arch your spine, cow. And exhale, follow your breath, tuck your chin, rounding your spine into cat. Inhale, arch your spine, squeeze your shoulder blades together, chin up, cow. And exhale, tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, rounding your spine, cat. And just take a couple more of these here on your own. Inhale, and exhale, round. Inhale, arch your spine. And exhale, tuck and round. Now on your next inhale, tuck your toes and push back into a downward facing dog, pressing your fingertips into the mat, sending your shoulder blades back, tailbone pointed towards the sky. Feel free to bend your knees as much as necessary here. You don't want to force your hamstrings to stretch when they're not ready to. So you can bend your knees or begin to walk out your legs here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. You can begin by taking some knee bends, just bending your knees and straightening your legs a couple times. Or you can try coming up on your toes here, bending your knees and then coming up on your toes. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees and step to the top of your mat. Now reach for a block that's accessible here, and you can just take that block and place it between your thighs, squeezing your inner thighs together, and take a forward fold here. Bending from the hips, bending your knees as much as you need here. Now placing the block between your thighs is a wonderful modification because it causes you to focus on squeezing the inner thighs together, which allows for support in the lower back and the core, which helps to protect your spine and give you more added stability. And just let your upper body hang loose here. Now inhale, bend your knees, lift your arms up towards the sky, and squat down as if you're sitting on a chair. We're just going to take chair pose, keeping that block between your thighs, and breathe. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, plant your palms together, bring them down to your heart, and fold all the way down towards your mat. Forward fold. And just let your upper body hang loose here. Inhale, slowly engage your thighs here, roll up to standing. And just roll your shoulders back a few times here. 1, 2, and 3. And then roll your shoulders forward. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Gazing towards the ceiling here. And exhale, we're just going to bend over towards the right side, hands together, taking half moon. And breathe. Inhale back to center. And exhale, half moon towards the other side now. Reaching far, feeling elongating in your side body. Inhale, reach up. Expand your arms open like wings, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And exhale. Inhale, return to center. And exhale, fold forward. Reaching towards your mat, bending from the hips. Now from here, you're just going to place your hands to your shins. Halfway lift, keeping your spine elongated. And you can feel free to remove the block at this time. Inhale and exhale, plant your fingertips on the ground. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, plant your palms on the mat, step back into a high plank. Inhale, shift forward on your toes. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, or Cobra Pose to modify. Inhale, upward facing dog. Expand through your chest here. Toes pointed behind you, legs engaged. And if you like, you can feel free to dip one hip down and gaze over your shoulder. And then you can do the same thing to the other side. Inhale, drop down to your knees. And exhale, release into a child's pose. Now just take a minute here to breathe for yourself. Inhaling deep into your belly, any areas that need oxygen. And exhale. On your next inhale, come up into a tabletop position, tuck your toes, push back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg behind you, lifting it high towards the sky, and exhale, send it through towards the front of your mat, and we're just going to take pigeon on the right side. So a good modification you can do for this particular posture is send your left leg back, right leg parallel to the mat, and you can place a block underneath your right thigh or your right glute, and this is just going to add a bit of support here for you. Now if you don't have blocks, you can also use pillows or a folded blanket. If you do have two blocks, you can use the other block and place it underneath your forehead if you feel your forehead can't reach the ground today. Now at this time, just begin to breathe and let your body gently release at its own time. Just completely let go. You can roll your forehead out a little bit if that's comfortable. One more breath in. Come up onto your hands and exhale. Remove your block. Tuck your back toe, lift your knee, sending your right leg behind you into a three-legged dog, pressing firmly into the mat with your hands. And you can shake out that leg if you need to, or walk out your legs a couple times here. Now join me on the other side. Lift your left leg high, inhale, and exhale. Bring your left leg through, taking pigeon on the left. Keeping that shin close to parallel. If it's not completely parallel, that's totally fine. Take one of your blocks and place it underneath your thigh and your glute. Inhale, begin an active pigeon, sitting up nice and tall. And then as you begin to release, exhale, fold forward onto the mat. Another thing you can do as a modification here is if you can't fold all the way forward, you can use the block as support under your hands and remain in an active pigeon posture. Inhale and exhale, just release here. Feeling a nice opening in your glute, in your hips. Inhale and exhale. And just take another breath here for yourself. Inhale, coming up onto your hands. Remove the blocks. Inhale, tuck your back foot, lifting your knee, sending your left leg behind you and giving it a good shake out, inviting circulation back into your leg. Inhale and exhale, release into a downward facing dog. You can feel free to walk out your legs or bend and straighten your knees a couple times here, coming up on your toes. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, return to a seat on your mat here. Now we're just going to take one more posture, and this is a pretty simple one to use modifications for. We're going to take butterfly pose. So to do this, you're going to place the soles of your feet together. Now to modify for this posture, you can just place blocks underneath your knees here. You can clasp your feet with your hands if you wish. Your knees are opening out wide, your hips are open wide. Your spine is sitting up nice and tall. Inhaling deeply all the way down to your belly, sending oxygen to your lungs and to your head. And exhale. Nice and simple. And continue to sit upright and breathe. Good. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Remove the blocks. And that's going to do it for some easy modification yoga postures. Hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe and follow on social media if you want more videos like this. Lots of love. Stay grounded.